Okay, now you see the example number 3. Third example based on 15 marks question. Sri Sravanappa Patil, a professor and a resident of India, submit the following particulars. Submit the following particulars of following information for computing his income under the head income from other source for the assessment year 2021. Okay. The first point of income is he is an author of a textbook from book which fetched him a gross royalty of rupees 15,000. That means he is an author, wrote a book and received 15,000 gross royalty. Okay. He claims the following deductions from this amount. There are 3 deductions. First deduction is salary to a clerk. Salary to a clerk who collect from him the necessary data and goes through the final proofreading, rupees 2,400. That means salary to a clerk who is assisting for the writing the book. And this expense is related with the royalty and this is allowable. Then second is he purchased books worth rupees 400 in connection with the revision of the book. For the purpose of making revision of that book, he purchased books worth rupees 400. So this is also related with the writing the book. This 400 is also spent for writing the book. And third expense is telephone expense. Telephone expense 800 rupee attributed to the publication and sale of his book and other matters in connection with the printing of the new edition of the book. Telephone bill of rupees 800. 800 rupees the telephone bill. This is attributed to the publication and sale and advertisement, etc. Therefore, it is also related to writing the book. So these 3 expenses are relating to the royalty. So what is the total expense connected with the royalty, writing the book? Anyone tell me what is the total expense? Total expense connected with this writing the book. Anyone tell me?
3,600.
3,600. What is the gross income from royalty? Gross income?
15,000.
15,000. 15,000 is the gross income. 3,600 is the expense. What is the net income from the royalty?
11,400. 11,400.
400. Okay. This is the net income from the royalty, first point. Okay. 11,400 is the income from royalty. Clear? Then come to the second point. Sri Sravanappa Patil received rupees 50 per lecture. He received rupees 50 per lecture delivered at the institute. During the year, he delivered 24 lectures. For delivery of guest lecture, Sravanappa Patil receives 50 rupee per lecture. For one lecture, 50 rupee, and he delivered 24 lectures. What is the income from guest lecture? Total income from guest lecture?
1,200.
1,200. 1,200 is the second point income. Income from guest lecture. Okay. Then come to the third point. he is an examiner of a number of universities. This source gave him remuneration of rupees 2000. This is the direct exam remuneration. Exam remuneration is 2000. This is also income from other source. So the third point, income from exam remuneration is 2000. Okay. Examination remuneration means paper setting, paper valuation, or external exam duty, squad duty, exam supervision duty, like this. University exam duties. He received rupees 2000. This 2000 is the income from other source. Then come to the next point, D point. In the D point, winning from card game rupees 6500. Winning from card game is card and betting. Card game and betting is 6500. Okay. This is the income from other source. Then income from chess is 1000. What is the total? 7500 is called as casual income. This is called as casual income. Don't gross up this amount. Remember this. This amount you don't gross up. If this amount is more than, and it is also winning is there. If amount received is there and that amount is more than 10,000, then you have to gross up. Remember this. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ಇವೆರಡು 10,000 10,000 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ನಂತರ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ gross income. Okay. 7500 is from the winning from, casual income. The next point is received interest on Government of England bond 500. He received interest rupees 500 and it is from Government of England bonds. Interest on Government of England bond is income from investment. Income from investment, this is 500. And this 500 you don't gross up because it is received from foreign government. Foreign government. If it is received from India, you have to gross up. Okay, this is 500. Then what is the total income from the D point?
Rupees 8,000.
8,000 is the total from the D point. Okay, any doubt? Then come to the E point. Point number E is received rupees 2,000 as interest on bank deposit. This is direct one. Bank interest 2,000. So you take it is a interest on investment. This is 2,000. There is no adjustment or there is no other calculations. 2,000 is income from bank deposit. Interest on bank deposit. And you see this point, received rupees 70,000. Received rupees 70,000 as winning from royalty after deduction of tax at source. 70,000 rupee received. Whenever the amount is received, that amount is received only after deduction of tax. Remember this point. If that is winning, that may be gross or net. If the word winning is there, that may be gross or net. You have to consider according to the given instruction. If winning from lottery, net is there, that is net. Winning from lottery is there, that is gross. But here word is amount received. Whenever you receive the amount, that amount received is always after deduction of tax. Always after deduction of tax. So therefore, 70,000 is the amount received. What is the gross lottery winning amount? You received 70,000 rupees after deduction of tax. Then what is the amount before deduction of tax? Anyone tell me?
Rupees 1 lakh.
Huh?
Rupees 1 lakh.
1 lakh. Okay, good. This is 1 lakh rupee. The F point is 1 lakh rupee. Okay. Next, come to the next point. Income from article which were published in Economic Times, rupees 3,000. He wrote a article and published it in Economic Times and received rupees 3,000 as remuneration. This is direct point. Okay, there is no other adjustment. So 3,000 is the income for articles published. 3,000 is the income for articles published in Times of India. Okay. And come to the next point. H point. It is important. You see this point very carefully. H point, you see the H point very carefully. He lives in a rented house. You see this point. He is living in a rented house. He lives in a rented house, paying a rent of rupees 300 per month. Okay. He pays rent of rupees 300 per month to the landlord, means to the owner. Any doubt? He is living in a rented house, pays 300 rupee rent per month. And this house is too big for his family. This house is too big for his family. Okay. Second point, you clear that. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನವ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಮನೆಯಾಗಿದಾನ 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಬರೋಬರಿ ಆ ಮನಿ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದೈತಂತ. Then hence he has sublet 1/3 portion of the house on a rent of rupees 150 per month. Okay. He is, remember that he is not a owner of the house. He has taken the house on rental base and rent per month is 300 per month. That 300 is paid to his landlord. And he subletted the house, 1/3 of the house, 1/3 portion of the house at the rent of rupees 150 per month. What is the annual rent received on subletting? Anyone tell me? What is the annual rent, annual sub rent received?
1,800.
1,800 rupees the rent received. Okay. This is 1,800 rupees the rent received on subletting. Any doubt? Then this is called as gross rent. This is called as gross income from subletting. This is called as gross income from subletting. Then whatever expense Mr. Assessee, the assessee incurred in connection with this portion, whatever expense he incurred in connection with this portion, you have to deduct. What are the expenses connected with this portion? 1/3 portion. This is, you see this point carefully. He has subletted 1/3 portion. Okay. 1/3 portion expenses. 1/3 portion expenses you are permitted to deduct. What are the 1/3 portion expenses relating to this portion? The first point is rent paid to landlord. What is the rent paid to landlord?
300 per month.
300 per month is the rent relating to the whole house or 1/3 house? 300 rent he paid for the full house or not?
Whole house.
All house.
Full house.
Full house.
Whole house.
And what is the portion relating to sublet?
1/3.
1/3 means how many rupees?
100 rupees.
100 rupee per month is allowable. Then per month 100 rupee allowable. For the year, what is the amount allowable?
1,200.
1,200 is the first point. Okay. 1,200 is the rent paid to landlord relating to sublet portion. It is allowable. Then come to the next point. You see this point, 150 per month. And Sharanappa Patil has undertaken the reliability of paying municipal tax 5 party. According to agreement, the assessee has to pay municipal tax 540. ಏನು ಒಪ್ಪಂದೈತಿ? Municipal tax ಇವ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಪೂರಾ. Then what is the municipal tax pertaining to sublet portion?
Is 180.
This is 100,
180.
180 rupee. Okay. Then come to the next. The whole house and also current repairs of the whole house amounting to rupees 600. Repairs is 600 rupees. Whole house repair is 600. Whole house repairs amount is 600. That is incurred by Sharamasappa Patil. That is assessee. Then what is the portion relating to let out? Repair amount
200.
relating to let out portion.
Rupees 200.
200 rupee. Then what is the total allowable expense relating to let out portion? What is the
1,000.
allowable expense relating to let out portion?
1,580.
1,580. 1,800 is the rent received. 1,580 is the allowable expense. Then what is the net income from the subletting?
220.
220.
20.
Any doubt? Okay, now I solve the problem. You see the solution. I forget to. Okay, first point, gross royalty received, 15,000 is there. You already explained the point. I'll not tell again, explain those things. You take the first point, less allowable expense. First is salary to clerk, 2,400. Purchase of book, 400. Telephone bill, 800. Royalty received, 15,000. Allowable expense are 3. You deduct these 3 and remaining amount is net income, 11,400. Okay, first point clear. You already told this amount. Then second point is guest lecture. Guest lecture fee, 24 lecture at the rate of 50. So amount is 1,200. Third point, exam remuneration, direct. There is no adjustments, 2,400. The next is winning from games and betting. Winning from games and betting, 6,500. Next is winning from chess, 1,000. Thereafter, interest on Government of England bonds. It is 500. It is taxable. Okay. Then interest on bank deposit, 2,000. Winning from lottery, you have to gross up. 70,000 is received amount. 70,000 into 100 by 70. 1 lakh rupee. Then income from articles published in Economic Times. Income from article published in Economic Times is 3,000. In total, 1,27,600. I will take to the next page. 1,27,600 total is of total of this page. I will take to the next page. So 1,26,000, 1,27,600 is the total of the previous page. The next point is rent received. Rent received on subletting is 150 into 12. You told 1,800 rupee. Less allowable expenses. Less allowable expense. First is rent paid to landlord. Rent paid to landlord is 300 per month into 12 into 1 by 3. Into 1 by 3 means it is portion relating to let out, sublet out. Remember this. This is very important. 1/3 is very important. This point you remember. Okay. This is 1,200. Then municipal tax 540 total. you take 1/3. The next is rupees 600, you take 1/3, 200. These are the three expense. Take the total and deduct 1580. If you deduct this, 220 is the income from subletting. 220 is the income from subletting. Then you take the outer column total. Outer column total is 1,77,000. Sorry, it is 1,27,000. One lakh 27,000. One lakh 27,000. 820. Is it or right or wrong? Check this. Okay, I think it is correct. This is the 15 marks question. And next is, we will take the next problem. Example number 4. Compute the income from other source of Mr. Lokesh, who held the following investment. Who held the following investment in the previous year? Held the investments. The investment value is given for you people. Remember this. Investment value is given for you people. Then you have to calculate interest. Okay. Investment value is given. So you calculate the interest. What is the interest on first point? 43,000, 10% central government security. 43,000 is the investment, 10% is the rate of interest. What is the total interest?
4,300.
4,300. Okay. Then come to the second point. 90,000 is the investment. 90,000 is the investment, 10% is the rate of interest. Okay. And this investment is a tax-free investment. This investment is tax-free investment. This is important. Tax-free commercial investments. It may be listed and unlisted. You don't worry about the word listed and unlisted. In previous years, there was different rate. There was different rate of grossing for listed and unlisted. For you people, listed and unlisted, grossing rate is same. Only 10% and 30%. 10% and 30% are the tax for you people. In previous years, there were 3 rates, and I'll not go for explaining all those things. Okay. 90,000 is the investment. 10% is the rate of interest. What is that? 90 on this 90,000. If you calculate 10%, what is the interest?
9,000.
9,000. And this is 9,000 is the interest you receive because it is tax free. If it is tax free, then you have to gross up. 9,000 into 100 by 90. What is the answer?
Rupees 10,000.
Rupees 10,000. Okay. This is 10,000. Second point is 10,000. Otherwise, you directly calculate 90,000 into 10 divided by 90. You can calculate directly. Come to the third point. 9,000 is interest received. 9,000 is interest received on tax-free securities of public limited company. Private limited, public limited companies are there. Okay, 9,000 interest received. Here, received is there. The word received is there. Remember it. Whenever the word received is there, that is always net. Whenever word received is there, that is always net. Then you have to gross up. 9,000 is received one, interest received. Okay, then you don't calculate that in interest. Investment is not there. Interest received is given for you people. So what is the gross interest? 9,000 is net received.
10,000.
Huh? What
Rupees
is the
10,000.
gross receipt?
10,000.
10,000 is the interest on the tax-free securities of public limited. Okay. Come to the next. 8,000 received as interest on Karnataka state government security. 8,000 rupee received is here. And this is also net. Remember this. This is also net, but government departments will not deduct tax. This is the very important point. But gross up ಮಾಡೋಣ ಎಲ್ಲ received ಇದ್ದು gross up ಮಾಡಿ. Private limited private ಮಾತ್ರ gross up ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದಿಂದ ಬಂದದ್ದು ಫಾರಿನ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದದ್ದು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದ? ಕ್ಯಾಶುವಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್, ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ಗಳ ಇವನಿಷ್ಟ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡು. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ಗಳ ಆಂಧ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಶುವಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಆಂತರ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು, ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬಂದದ್ದು, ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ. This is the point, remember. So 8,000 is the received interest on Karnataka state government security. So its income is 8,000 only. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಯಾವ್ದಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇರ್ತೈತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು 90ಲೇ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿ. ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಭಾಳ ಆಕೈತಂದ್ರ ಯಾವ್ದು ನಂಬರು 90ಲೇ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುವಂತದ್ದು ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೋರಿ. ಇಷ್ಟಾದ್ರು ಆಂತರ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಯಾಶುವಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ 70ಲೇ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊ. 8,000 ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಐತಿ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 90 ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ integral value. You will get fraction. Remember this. Okay. How many zeros I gave here? Only 8,000 rupees. This is 8,000. Okay. Then come to the next. 10,800 received interest on Deepak Fertilizers. 10,800 is the amount. It is received. And received as interest. It is received means it is net. And Deepak Fertilizer is not a government. Then gross up and tell me what is the amount? What is the gross interest?
12,000.
12,000 is the answer. Okay. 12,000 is the answer. Then come to the next. 35,000 11% securities of paper mill. Paper mill is a private limited and 35,000 is the investment. 11% is rate of interest. What is the interest?
3,850.
3,850. It is gross. It is gross because you calculated interest, not received. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. 3,850. Okay, 3,850 is the interest. Then come to the next. 30,000 13.5% security of X company. X company means private one. 35,000 11%. What is the answer?
4,050.
13.5%.
4,050.
4,050. Okay. Then come to the next. 10,000 15% Bangalore Municipal Corporation bond. 10,000 is the investment, 15% is the rate. What is the answer?
1,500.
1,500 is the answer.
500.
Clear? 1,500. Then you see here, for purchase of X company debenture security, he took a loan of rupees 25,000. He took a loan of rupees 25,000 at 12% per annum. This interest on loan is allowable deduction. But you see the explanation. The loan was taken from his friend in England. That loan is taken from the friend. I agree with that. But the interest has been paid in London, but no tax of deduction is at source is made. Without deduction of tax, interest is paid to that fellow. So it is a illegal. It is an illegal activity. Therefore, this amount is not allowable. If the tax is deducted at source and the remaining amount is paid to the investor or the lender, that is allowable. But no tax is deducted, directly the gross amount is given. So it is illegal activity, illegal one. So it will not be allowable. Remember this. And next is bank interest is 200. This is allowable. Okay. Bank interest is 200 is allowable. Thereafter, you see the next point. During the year, he got a lottery prize. He got a lottery prize and net. Lottery prize net is 35,000. What is the gross?
50,000.
50,000. You got all the amounts. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಲೋನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಪ್ತೀನಿ. ಆದ್ರ ಅವಾಗೇನ್ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಾಗ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಿ. ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕೊಡ ಮುಂದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ ಉಳಿದ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಅವ್ನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸಾಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾವ್ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತುಂಬಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಪದ್ಧತಿ. ನೀವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಇದು ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕುಂದಿಲ್ಲ. So now you see the solution. Only 2 minute time is there. Within 2 minutes, I'll show the solution. First point, 43,000 into 10%. Second point, 90,000 into 10 by 90. I directly calculated. 90,000 into 10 by 100 into 100 by 90. Your calculation. Third point, 9,000 into 100 by 90. Fourth point, 8,000 direct. Fifth point, 10,800. 1 0 jasti bidaitel. 10,800 into 12,000. Answer is 12,000. You reduce 1 0. Then paper mills, 35,000 into 11%. 7 point, 30,000 into 13.5%. 4,050. Interest on Bangalore development, 1,500. Okay, total interest. This is the total interest on investment, gross interest on investment, less deduction under section 57. 57 ದಾಗ ಎರಡು ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲೋನ್, ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲೋನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲೋನ್ ಐತಿ, ಅಲಾವ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, you deduct 200, balance is 53,500. Then winning from lottery 35,000 into 100 by 70, 50,000. And income from other sources 1,03,500. Okay. ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗಳು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ಅದ ತಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, this is enough for today. And every day you solve one problem on capital gain and upload to the classroom app. Upload the classroom app. Today I'll send you classroom app link. One the problem bidisri capital gain mela daily adanna classroom app ಗೆ upload ಮಾಡಿ ಫೋಟೋ ಹೊಡೆದು. ನಾ ಇವತ್ತಂದ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, classroom app ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. Thank you.